There's something that I love about the internet that has this vast landscape that you can pretty much look up anything. And over the years, it has morphed and developed this weird Wild West feeling to me, I believe. But alongside that, there are rabbit holes and forums and even websites that you can go down and just explore. And then you can find some really weird websites. So today I looked at 5 websites that I found that are weird to me. So I wanted to share it with you guys. Let's go check them out. In 2015, 2 people, Colin Jefferson and Kyle Miller, created the website known as Endless Horse. Now, Endless Horse could be weird within itself. It has the premise of a never-ending horse. You can keep on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and then you realize, oh, it's a never-ending pair of horse legs. Now, this was created because of a little hackathon called Stupid Crap That No One Needs and Troublesome Websites. Now, this was just a little fun little website that I found. I thought it was cute in its little fashion. It kind of reminds me of, but I would be in the school computer lab, and if the internet went out, then you could play this little dinosaur game that you could just hit your space tab and just play with it and avoid cactuses. So it put me in mind of that style. This was kind of a lighter topic to get into compared to the other ones. So why don't we go and check those out? Pointer was created in 2012 by an Amsterdam-based studio. Now, Pointer is a website where you can go and point on a black screen, just anywhere on the black screen, and then it will pop up a picture of someone pointing at your cursor. Now, I find this a little bit odd in a sense because it kind of has this liminal space quality to it, which I love liminal space and the weird feeling that you get looking at these people and what they were doing in that time. It makes you wonder, why were they doing that, or their life story, who these people are. They're in multiple different settings, like a nightclub, a kid's birthday party, or just it looks like 2 friends having fun. But the pictures captured are cemented forever on this website, and it's kind of just encapsulate a weird feeling of that. But probably at night, if you ever explore this website, it might give you that same weird feeling when you see these strangers just having a time of their life. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But it kind of just makes you wonder their life story. Let's jump into the next topic. in 2012, George Michael Bowser created Staggering Beauty. Now, I will warn you about this website if you are sensitive to flashing lights, loud music, or if you have epilepsy. Now, this website, it follows the simple premise of a black worm, and when you move your cursor, the worm moves, but if you begin to shake the cursor very aggressively, flashing strobe lights will appear and rave music will start blaring, and it will go as long as you aggressively shake your cursor, but when you stop, it goes back to normal. This website I just found kind of interesting because the strobe effects, the loud noise, and just the simple premise of it startling you if you don't expect it. But I will warn you, for anyone that is sensitive to that, of flashing lights and epilepsy, this website may not be for you. But I'm going to play a clip of it, but I am going to blur it a little bit so that it is not as straining on the eyes. But let's jump on to the next topic. Spot the Drowning Child was created in 2015 by Francisco Salananda. Now, this website is odd in multiple reasons. It's a video or website for videos of drowning children in pools. Now, there are lifeguards around the pool, so the kids do get rescued. It does not show any active or drowning children that do end up dead. It does show a lifeguard jumping in and saving that child's life. Now, this website was to show how dangerous and silent drowning is. A lot of people believe that drowning, you are waving your hands, you're screaming, shouting, like how most movies kind of project drowning, which is not the case. It's mostly silent as you're struggling to breathe and swim and fighting for your life. So the website shows compilations of kids in like a wave pool or pool, and most of them in the videos have tubes floating tubes that they are sitting on, which can flip over and cause some kids to panic or cause to drown. So these lifeguards jump in and blow their horn and help the drowning kid. Now, I just found this website kind of eerie because you can play a morbid game of spotting the drowning child if you can point out who is drowning first. So it's a little weird in that sense, but I only got to spot one drowning child. I did not manage to point out any of the other ones before the lifeguard did. So that just proves how dangerous drowning is, how silent it is, especially with little kids, and you are in a public pool with other kids that you cannot visibly see too good. So that website was a little eerie. I'm going to play some clips with the audio and stuff, but I don't think it really would show any, it kind of is distressing, but I don't believe it's too distressing. But that website kind of is a little weird to me, a little eerie due to the fact that it's drowning children. But let's jump into the next topic. Our last website I saved for last is the Heaven's Gate website. Now, Heaven's Gate is a cult that was formed in the 1974 by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles. Now, this cult is infamous for many reasons. One of them being that it ended in tragedy in 1997 when all of the members of the cult done a mass suicide. Now, if I would say a lot of people are familiar with the Heaven's Gate cult because it's been documented over the years. Everyone who loves true crime and occult things would know about this cult, I would assume. But it is a UFO cult, and in the 90s they did set up a website to expand their cult. Now, I could go on and on about this cult. I might do that in a later video, but I wanted to talk about the website. I do believe people, since the tragic events, new people have took over and still maintain the website. So the website is kind of a time capsule for them because it's stuck in the early 90s website aesthetic. It's stuck in that frame, and I explore a little bit of it. And if you want to read a little bit of what I show on screen, pause the video so you can read, or go to the website itself. But it does show how the cult was working, how Marshall Applewhite, his beliefs were, as they believed in human bodies being containers, quote unquote, and they done a lot of horrific things, like several of the members castrated themselves. So it is a very odd rabbit hole to go down to, but if you want to explore the website, you can, or look into the cult, you can. But I just find this website very eerie because it's just frozen in time, and it's especially creepy to read through it, knowing what happened to the cult members when a mass suicide occurred. So that was a tragic event, and the website is just a time capsule, like I said, for that event and for the cult members and for the time. So that is a really weird website, especially to look at it in the middle of the night when you're researching and knowing the events that happen. Alright, so that was today's video. Probably a short video this time. I wanted to do something a little short and weird though. I am working on a couple of other videos that you might like, so stay tuned for that. These websites, I had fun exploring them. Of course, There are many, many other websites that are even more creepier or strange or more disturbing. I just didn't really go that deep into it. So if you want me to explore more websites or more disturbing rabbit holes to go down to, let me know, comment below, like and subscribe and comment. It does help out the channel a lot. And if you like weird stuff and weird topics that I talk about, then stick around so you can watch more. But until then, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.